Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Scavenger run, where we have a slightly updated loadout. You already saw last time I've got the assault gas mask now, which I like it, but I actually remember spending some time working on a face, which I quite enjoyed for the Scavenger. I think it's a good mix of, still, she's an attractive young lady and all that, but she's clearly a bit rough and tumble. Scavenger lifestyle, all that. It's a nice face, so I want to actually show it off every once in a while. Here's her face, people. Look at how amazing and stuff it is. You can't get that close, she turns invisible. That's her face. That's the face of a Scavenger right there. I am very proud of it. For like the 5 seconds I show it off. As for the loadout now, we have our trusty double barrel shotgun and our less trusty crossbow. Then, we've picked up this little snub-nosed pistol, which is actually better than I expected. I haven't been able to use it yet, but the damage numbers are almost like twice of what I'm getting off of stuff like the combat rifle. So although I can only obviously fire 6 shots, it'll be a good way for me to deal with lowish level enemies. I've got a decent bit of ammo for it, and it's ammo that I wouldn't want to keep hold of too much anyway, because pistols suck. If you've overheard Kato and I speaking privately whilst playing Nuclear Winter or stuff like that, you'll know that I often say pistols suck, but hopefully none of you are doing that, because that's kind of creepy. Anyhow, we also still have the combat rifle, albeit with less than 50 rounds, which is not good. And the assault rifle with a little over 100, which still isn't amazing. And finally, our coup de grace, I guess, is this grenade launcher with 7 shots, which should come in pretty handy. I just need to find a nice group of enemies all bunched up, which I'm hoping this location here will provide. However, bugs, ghouls, we got one there, one bug there, and then a bloke fly over there, and that ghoul is clearly stuck, to the point of, yeah, it's crossbow time for him, because that's... Oh, screw you, crossbow! Oh. Alright, it looks like the ghoul isn't going to be an issue, because it's got a bug to deal with. Oh! It just tore that bug in two. But whilst we've got these easy shots, let's just deal with it quick. And, wait! That's it. Don't you dart your head out of the way. Let's try and pick off, yep, a few simple shots here and there. Perfect. Oh wait, it's going to take another shot. Alright. Bloatfly is a little bit tougher than I was expecting. But yeah, some nice simple enemies here. I was honestly expecting to need to use my grenade launcher, but guess not. Guess it's just like some tiny little bugs hanging about. And speaking of which, I can't jump over that tiny bit there, but I can wedge myself up just enough to be able to take the shot, which is all I really needed. And worth having a look in here, because there'll likely be some ammo or the like. I actually came here, there was a challenge last week, which was to scrap down skulls, and this place actually has a fair few skulls, which is cool, seeing as it's called Skullbone whatever. So I was very happy to see that. And also some recipes and stuff I don't need. Some frag grenades, well, that makes the excursion worth it in and of itself. Silo code piece, which I don't bother picking up anymore. And you know what? Drugs and grenades. Drugs and grenades, that's worth it. Those are both useful things that certainly will help me in my journey. And, ooh, 4 plasma cores. You know what, they're all at full condition. I'm going to take them. I'm going to take the 4 plasma cores. I'll try and pop them in my stash straight away pretty much. But for now, it means if I come across... Oh, and there's a mini nuke too. And a 50 cal machine gun at level 25. Oh man. That's... Well, I've got about no carry capacity. And I've only got 150 rounds for it, which isn't actually much. As much as I'd love to pick up this thing, it just weighs way too much for me to justify. Man, same as the mini nuke. Like, they're both nice and powerful, but I just can't justify them, because I just don't have the carry capacity. And in this run, I can't get a backpack, because they're only craftable, not unlockable by just finding or anything. So, and I can't craft, like, deep-pocketed or stuff. I've really just got to get quite lucky with carry weight additions for the most part, which means we have to constantly travel light whilst also wanting to pick up tons of stuff so that we can just, like, have bonus weapons and spare stuff, and oh man, carry weight's quite a difficult thing for this character. Oh no! Apparently, there are mines all around this place, so I actually need to be careful and... Alright, they have a much larger distance than I was expecting. That was one behind me! Right, I did minefield in Fallout 3 recently. I might have also done a live stream of Fallout 3. Tell me if I did, I'm recording this beforehand. Or like a couple of days before I'm considering live streaming. Yeah, in Fallout 3 I did the minefield and the metro tunnels and all of that. It went fine. In this game there's just a few mines, which you practically never see in the game as a whole. And all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, this is really gonna mess you about, sorry buddy. Because they blast from a mile away. You can't creep up to them like you did in the old games. Alright though, we've got, yeah, lots of super mutants to expect here. I just want to kill all of them without taking a single point of damage. And that's a good way to do it. Alright, if I can... Oh, board and 3 loose screws. If I can get a sneak attack headshot with this thing, it is a ridiculous amount of damage. And oh yeah, this is a door which only opens a crack for some reason. I remember this door. You know what, level 16? Yeah. We can deal with a level 16 with a standard attack. That is fine. By standard attack, I do mean a sneak attack still. Yep, and we get our crossbow bolt back. So we've still got at least 8 shots, possibly more. Because the good thing about crossbow bolts is they are often reusable. Which is also one of the reasons why I'm kind of looking forward to the archery, the composite bow, coming into the game with Wastelanders. Because I'm hoping that'll be much better than the crossbow, and actually be, you know, kind of usable and strong, rather than crossbows, which have the worst sight in the game, and are kind of in terms of damage. But we will have to wait and see. Oh man, I think I just fired a crossbow bolt between 2 of them. And don't put me into danger. They can't see me. I just saw out the corner of her eye something fire past them. That's all. Come on, pop me back into caution.
You humans make us.
No.
Now Appalachia.
Yeah, humans made you.
Us.
No one cares. There we go. Back into caution. And... Oh! Caution, and they immediately see me. Alright, we're not switching to the crossbow. We're switching to the pistol. And we're just going to try and... Yeah. Poke out some shots. And kind of use cover as best we can. Fortunately, they're actually not being too high a level, which is nice. Top of the world can be a right pain. Oh no, they changed it, didn't they? So there's more of a level cap on things now. To mean that lower level characters such as myself can actually go to top of the world and things won't be disastrous for us. Which, in this case, is helping me a fair bit. Because it's no more level like 60 or 80 super mutants. It's now things around my own level. And actually a fair bit weaker in this case. So that's made for a pretty easy fight. Pushing further into this area, I just want to say, this little location here is one of my favourite little bits in the entire game. Where you've got all of these raider corpses, I'm about to get over encumbered, and like a bit of raider power armour, just in the middle of this obvious death arena. And that's cool, because death arenas are something that Fallout desperately needs. And the fact they're in this game, even if not active, or at least not active right now I should say, let's take that ski sword too, is pretty cool. And I really hope when Wastelander shows up, they become proper active death arenas. I think that'd be awesome. Well, here at last we're... Oh, come on. Where's the super mutant noticing me? Alright, we've got some unaware super mutants who should be down here. So I'm hoping I can just pick off one at a time with my crossbow. Actually get good use out of this thing, because it's something I really wanted, which is a little disappointing, so I'm determined to show off that it can actually be used in the way that it should be used, which is like so. Picking off suitable level enemies that are at full health, because I've got the instigating effect. The crossbow just needed to be stronger, like single or high damage single shot weapons in 76 aren't that helpful most of the time, because most enemies need several shots to take them down. Like, the only time it really works is with melee or unarmed, because there's some stupid ways to boost the damage there. But for, like, snipers and stuff, you're generally not able to take down any really reasonable enemies too quickly. And because 76 has a lot of hordes as well, it's this whole thing where it's like DPS is almost always going to serve you better if you're playing fairly casually in this game, and the high damage is much more of a strength thing than anything else. Ammo-wise, I'm actually doing reasonably well on other ammo types. There were a few little of the military ammo boxes kicking about in there. Only problem is, I'm now down to one crossbow bolt, and I have a feeling after I fire this, it's probably time for me to just leave the crossbow behind, because I am teetering on the edge of being over-encumbered, and... Really? You spotted me? Suppose that's you using the cover you've got, or whatever, but still, I'm going to be annoyed by that. Also, yeah, I can see one of you. Okay, you, I'm just going to kill. Then, yep, we're dropping the crossbow. Crossbow's going. Because, yep, that's a decent bit of weight we can save on just instantly. And I just don't have enough crossbow bolts to make it useful. And, yeah, I was looking up to try and find those things. But it can sometimes be a bit of a pain to actually get your hands on. Oh! No, you don't, Mr. Mutant Hound. I'm not sure why they don't attack the mutants as well. I feel like that'd be on the targeting parameters. Unless the mutants rewired them, which, can these mutants do? These mutants don't appear to be in the intelligent kind. Oh, you're crippled. Well, you're about to be exploded as well. And there. Cool. And yeah, I see you, buddy. I'm just going to shoot you a bit. Hope you don't mind. Perfect. And yeah, you can see where all marksman's hardened sniper rifle. Oh, please be high level. It's level 20. It's good enough. Look at this thing. Oh, it's got a proper scope, and oh, let's pick up some cartridges as well. Getting a lot of .38 ammo from these mutants, which doesn't actually help me all that much. But I've got another sniper, which has me happy. At this point, I am officially carrying too much. I am having to use alcohol right now to just push myself up to enough carry weight. And I've still got a few things to fight through. But you can see we've got a train station just down to the south. So my goal here is just to actually use up a bunch of grenades, because why not? I've got them, let's use them. That one did not throw through properly. Let's blow those cars up. And let's try and actually have that one throw through. See, it bounces off in random angles, which make no sense whatsoever. Which is something we can all agree on. Look at all of those explosions. And then you can just do stuff like that. Dodge away from you, pick off you, and because, zoom in please, we have a beautiful sniper rifle. It makes things a lot easier to deal with. God, I love snipers. Like, snipers is great. I love them. They're amazing. I do also realise now that I'm probably going to pick up, oh yeah, ammo and stuff from you lot. And it may well put me over carry capacity, so... No, it looks like I'm probably going to be alright. Yeah, lots of .38. I'll be okay with that. I've got... Ooh... a zoomy in. No, I don't want a zoomy in 0.44. I barely got on with what I have right now. I'm picking up these recipes, which I won't be able to use, and we're leaving. We need to move fast, actually make our way to the train station. I picked up some wine as well, which I can drink to stop me from just crawling along. But I don't want to have to drink it until pretty much the last possible second. Something else I've got to worry about here is a whole bunch of Scorch doing a little defendy area on this place. Although it looks like they're not too aggressive right now, so I can actually sneak by. I was thinking I might need to pick off a few of them in order to get around, but it seems they're not actually pushing towards me at all. So instead, we can just run down to that train station and I can sort out my inventory. The most interesting part of the game, which is why it's always cut out. Ooh, there's someone just sat here on the thing. So you know what? If they're just gonna chill out and sit there for a bit, I think I might... Oh, I'm not going to be able to do that, am I? No, I need to close the door first, and then sit down on the bench. Yeah. I'll just chill out here, and sit down, and be like, oh, we're just sitting here, patiently, just waiting for stuff to happen or whatever. The character's face, her eyebrows have gone much more pointy right now, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, just have a nice, casual sit down. Just, you know, chill with your fellow Wastelanders every once in a while. Why not? My inventory has been thoroughly stripped of several things, including a whole bunch of ammo I wasn't really using all that much, a ridiculous number of aid items, and just a few miscellaneous bits and bobs here. Also, got myself well tuned, because there was another player who showed up, as well as that AFK player, who is completely AFK, like, it's been a good 5 odd minutes, and they're still just sat there in the same position. Yeah, someone else showed up and started playing the banjo, so I figured I'd join in too. My plan now is to just kind of head east, and you see there's a lighthouse over there, you know, northeast. Yeah, let's go northeast. I'm just going to kind of head towards compass ticks that show me what's going on. Oh, and someone's got their little Meat Week flag flying. Isn't that cute? Oh, dearie, dearie me. That's... yeah, level 50 major gutsies are not things I want to deal with. Gutsies can be a right pain, and I don't want to annoy them, quite frankly. What level am I? Alright, I'm level 34, but that's not really enough for me to be dealing with the big guns, especially when I've not got any big guns for me to really use. What I have got, though, are a few reasonable weapons, which will have to do me well. So if I just use them, I can get up to the top of this beautiful little raider thingy. Like, is this... do you guys think this is wallpaper worthy? I don't think it'll quite be myself. What about with a few filters and stuff? Like, this is my beautiful little camera thing here, where this is an Nvidia thing, by the way. If you are on PC and have an Nvidia graphics card, you have the potential to have this thing, and you can put a whole bunch of effects and stuff, and then just, like, hide that away and be like, oh, how does that look? Is that cool? That's fairly cool, but I don't think it's quite wallpaper worthy. If you are interested in getting some of my wallpapers that I've taken, which are a million times better than that thing looked, hence I didn't even bother snapping a photo, that's how good the other stuff is in comparison, then I highly suggest you head over to my Patreon, because it's like a little thank you to my patrons. I go, hey, you're supporting me and helping me do this as a full-time job. I have some cool, like, mobile and computer wallpapers. I've got a handful of resolutions and stuff for them, but if any of my patrons are listening to this and take a look and I don't have the right resolution and it doesn't fit with whatever screen you're using, let me know and I'll try and solve that for you. Anyhow, back to standard programming. 10mm auto pistol, I'm not even going to bother. I'll take the .38. And, okay, some more fusion cells and 5.56. Fusion cells aren't all that helpful to me. What I really need is a good laser rifle. But I'm not sure if you're just going to find one of those out and about. Because yeah, most of the laser rifles you find are charging laser sniper rifles off of super mutants, and they suck. Right, survey the area, yellow sandy still, the sludge hole, automaker cabin, north cutthroat camp. Cool, so that should pop, yeah, a whole bunch of places on my map which I can wander to. I think more than anything I'm going to focus on sticking east though. Maybe yellow sandy still, I think that location's relatively safe. I really just want to find somewhere to park up and call it a night. Or, in my case, call it a morning, because it's literally about to hit 5 AM where I am right now. Well, what? Oh man, we've got a headless scorched. Now, okay, it was just render distance, I think. These things can be quite fun, because if they're actually headless, then they go flying when you shoot them in the head. Annoyingly, that did just appear to be, oh, I'm a scorched that hasn't rendered in properly, which is nowhere near as entertaining. And you're a level 68 scorched, which is just bad. Just generically bad. Like, you're just going to cause me problems. That's all you're going to do there. You're not going to be any fun. You're going to cause me problems, and I don't like you. And can I even... Yep, okay, so there's two of them. Use that to detect it. If they're gonna... No, they're... Oi! Not even gonna group up together and be kind about that. Oh no, 3 of them? Yeah, it looks like there might be a few of them. So, I'm just gonna try and... No, if you lot could all group up, that'd be lovely. Because right now, you're actually being a bit of a pain. You're just behind that tree, which I don't have a good sight line on. But... Okay, this snub-nosed pistol, actually much worse than the numbers suggested it would be. Not too appreciative of this, to be honest. And someone has a particularly nasty weapon over there, which I don't like. I don't like the fact that the levels jump up quite so drastically at points. Because, okay, that's all of that ammo gone. Cool. No, next weapon. I wanted to go over to the sniper because, yeah, someone there has got something which packs a real punch. And I have not got proper visuals on you lot. Despite having the high ground, I cannot see a thing. So trying to actually hit the shots, and 75 for a headshot is just like, no, that's not enough. Of course, I walk in slightly closer and I get 80. Which isn't... Oi, I missed you. Another reason why sniping in this game doesn't work too well. The closer you are, the more damage you do. So you kind of have to not snipe from a mile away, or else you're suddenly getting a major damage debuff. Which is not too fun. Anyhow, that's a couple of them gone. There's another of you there. That's another headshot. You're a boss enemy. Oi, you literally ducked under that one. That was not too pleasant of you. Alright, let's... Oh, no. I want to keep moving. There we go, behind that quickly. Meat cleavers. Revolver. Let's try and... There we go. Just get in with the meat cleavers. Oh, hit the tree. Oh, and then reload on that, because obviously, let's just get that meat cleaver out of there, throw it at you, pop. There we go, that's not too terrible. And we don't want the pistol, we'll take that. We will take the rounds, I guess. That is the same as my grenade launcher. The buzz blade is too high a level. Cool. It was, barely acceptable, I guess. Yep, barely acceptable. Your assault rifle's no better than mine, even. It's, your shotgun any better? Doesn't look like it. Nope, much less damage. Alright, that was... You know, it was just some much higher level Scorch for me, which do not give the appropriate rewards. So, I think I'm just going to loot the place as I do my outro, because... sturdy leather chest piece apparently isn't as good either. No, it's higher energy resistance. What have I got on my chest? 27, 27, 14, 16, 45, 0, but I'm not even... What's going to hit me with energy weapons? Not too much. You know what? I'm not even that fussed about it. I think I'd rather have the lightweight robot thing. I mean, that one's actually lighter as well, I suppose. What mods? Shadowed metal, lighter build, or completely standard? I'm leaving it. I'm not umming and ahhing over what is likely going to be quite a small difference. And then there's a heavy raider chest piece, which seems to be, yeah, just objectively worse. So I can't worry too much about that. Anyhow, I'm gonna end it there. Mostly because it is late/early where I am. And I need to get this edited and then try and call it a night. As I say, or said earlier, if you do want to support me, then you can do so on Patreon. I do greatly appreciate the support, especially on months like this where YouTube revenue is just a bit lower than normal, just because there's not as much stuff to make videos about, and I don't want to just make wild, inflammatory statements or whatever to boost views. I want to actually make content that's of value. So I make the content that's of value, which means some months there'll be more content to make which is of value, other months there won't be. That's just the way things are. Anyhow, like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. And if you know anyone who is looking for someone to make Fallout 76 videos, then send them my way. That did not segue or work well. Regardless, thank you very much for watching. Sarge out.